At the Cliff House, Steffi asked how Liam could really know what he wanted so soon after signing the annulment papers. She felt that if he was meant to be with Hope, he would be, however, he could at least wait until after the baby arrived. Steffi said she'd only made one mistake, and it had happened months back. She insisted that nothing was happening between her and Bill. In his mind, Liam heard Wyatt's assertions about Bill and Steffi. Liam believed that he could trust Steffi as the baby's mother, but not with his heart again. Steffi said he was wrong. She was sure he'd feel different once the baby was born. She asked him to take a breath and not marry Hope until he'd had a chance to hold their baby in his arms. Liam fiddled with some of the roses, and Steffi said he'd sent them to celebrate new beginnings. Liam replied that it had been the plan before. Confused, Steffi asked what had changed his mind. None of it added up to her. He replied that he'd just made a choice. She suspected that he'd chosen safety over his true desires. Liam disagreed, but Steffi insisted that Hope was the safe choice. Liam didn't want Steffi to disparage Hope and said Hope was his only shot at a future in which he was happy. Steffi asked if he was with Hope to keep himself from Steffi. Once again, Steffi declared that there was nothing between her and Bill, and she wanted nothing to do with him. Deciding that he and Steffi had said all they needed to, Liam was ready to leave. Steffi wanted to talk more, but Liam walked out of the house. Later, Steffi called Pam and asked to be put through to Ridge, who wasn't answering his cell phone. Pam said he wasn't at Forrester and suggested that Steffi call the home phone. Steffi thought about doing that, and on her phone, pulled up Brooke's numbers. Steffi decided to just go over there, and she left the house. At Brooke's cabin later, Liam swiped through pictures of him and Steffi. He said it hadn't been easy to let her go. He thought of Wyatt asserting that it wasn't over between Bill and Steffi. At Spencer, Justin tried to reason with Bill about the stunt they'd pulled. It hadn't felt right to Justin. Bill quipped that Justin was turning into a tissue in his old age. Behind Justin, Ridge bounded into the room, demanding to know what Bill had done to make Liam leave his wife. Justin exited, and Bill asked Ridge what the nonsense was about. Ridge again asked what Bill had done. Remarking that he was busy empire building, Bill asked why people answered his questions with questions. Ridge said Liam thought there was something between Bill and Steffi, which was gross and ridiculous. Is it? Bill asked. Ridge believed that the lie had led Liam to file the annulment papers. Bill thought it was a shame, but the marriage shouldn't if it had to end. Bill felt bad for Liam but said it could be a time to reflect. Ridge revealed that Liam had proposed to Hope instead. Bill thought it was about time, but Ridge asserted that Liam had been married to Steffi the day before. Bill said that the marriage had become a formality, and it was good that Liam had moved on, because Steffi had. Ridge called Bill delusional. Ridge didn't believe that there had been, or ever would be, anything between Bill and Steffi. Again, Ridge asked what Bill had done. Bill began wondering if Ridge understood the birds and the bees. Ridge asked Bill to try to remember what it was like to be a decent father to Liam. Ridge wanted Bill to talk Liam out of marrying Hope before it was too late. Behind Ridge, the door opened. Ridge said it wasn't easy for Ridge to talk to Bill man to man when all Ridge really wanted to do was slam Bill's head in a filing drawer. He asked that Bill talk to Liam about marrying Hope. After Ridge exited, Justin closed the door and asked if Liam was marrying Hope. Bill responded that it seemed so. Justin said that Steffi hadn't betrayed Liam and had always been true to him. Bill believed that the lipstick on the pillow said otherwise. Justin asked what had happened to putting family first and noted that Bill had put Steffi first instead. Bill insisted that his whole family benefited. In Bill's mind, Liam would get to be with Hope, where he belonged, as evidenced by how quickly Liam had asked Hope to marry him. Bill believed Steffi would benefit the most by winning the biggest prize of all. Me, Bill declared. At Brooke's house, Hope was unsure about rushing into a wedding, but Brooke asked how long it had been since Liam had first given Hope the engagement ring. Brooke believed that Hope was a good person, and though Brooke didn't want to speak badly of Steffi, Brooke suspected that, as before, Steffi would use the trait against Hope. Steffi had gotten between Liam and Hope too many times for Brooke's taste, and Brooke wouldn't let Steffi do it again. Brooke stated that Hope shouldn't wait because Steffi would be there every day to try to change Liam's mind. Brooke figured that if words didn't work, Steffi would take action, and Brooke asked if Hope remembered what Steffi had done the last time. Though Hope believed Brooke had a point, Hope didn't want to rush a wedding for fear of what Steffi might do. Brooke hadn't meant to imply what Hope had said. Brooke felt that Liam was committed, and his values lined up better with Hope's than Steffi's. Brooke was confident about the couple's future. Marion quickly appealed to Hope, who said Liam had told her how much he needed it. Brooke added that it was also because Hope wanted and needed it as much as Liam. Hope agreed, and Brooke announced that she was the wedding planner, reporting for duty. Hope said she'd understand if Brooke wanted to keep a low profile because of Ridge, but Brooke replied that she wouldn't hide her happiness about Hope and Liam. Because Brooke was taking such an approach, Hope decided to ask Brooke to be the matron of honor. Brooke readily agreed, and Hope asked if Brooke would help find a gown. Hope didn't want to ask Ridge to design the dress, but Brooke said Ridge would do it. Hope didn't want to put him in that position and reasoned that they couldn't wait for a gown to be designed, anyway. Brooke got an idea, and the women went upstairs. Later, Brooke was back in the living room, looking up the staircase and asking if Hope was ready. Hope appeared on the overlook in Brooke's last wedding dress. Brooke hummed the wedding march, and Hope descended the stairs. Brooke was anxious to know if Hope liked the dress. Though it needed a few alterations, Hope decided that it was just what she wanted. Brooke handed Hope a sprig of flowers from a vase and told Hope to imagine the wedding by the fireplace. A fantasy played of Liam and Hope before the fireplace as the groom and bride. Steffi burst into the house, and Hope snapped at it. Steffi asked what the women were doing and if they had no shame. Hope's mouth gaped in embarrassment, and Brooke said that the engaged Hope needed to try on wedding dresses. Steffi believed that there would be no marriage, and Liam would change his mind after the baby was born. Brooke said Hope and Liam would already be married by then. Steffi accused Brooke of trying to trap Liam with a quickie marriage and asked if Hope or Brooke cared that Steffi was still pregnant. Steffi called it a disgrace, but Brooke retorted that the only disgrace there was a wife who'd slept with her father-in-law. Brooke had had to listen to the kind of garbage Steffi was spewing from Taylor and had stupidly put up with it for years. Brooke swore that she wouldn't let Hope put up with it from Steffi. "I won't!" Brooke yelled. Steffi was proud to be compared to her mother and hoped she had half Taylor's strength when fighting for what was right. Steffi asked for some decency and said Hope and Brooke didn't have to trap Liam with an instant wedding. Brooke believed that Steffi had interfered with Hope and Liam for too long, and Brooke recalled that Steffi had trapped Hope in a gondola while Steffi had manipulated Liam into marrying her. Steffi assumed Brooke was helping Hope manipulate Liam, but Steffi didn't think Hope was a homewrecker. To Brooke, Steffi sounded more and more like Taylor, who'd blamed Brooke for hurting her children. Brooke said it hadn't been true then, and it wasn't true that very day. Brooke stated that Taylor had been the one to interfere, but Brooke and Ridge had found their way back to each other. Brooke declared that Hope and Liam had, too. Brooke ordered Steffi to get it in her brain and accept that Hope and Liam would be married. Brooke said there was no way she'd let Steffi stop them.